Hey guys, I'm here today to tell you all about why I love reading about strong friendships in books. And I think the reason for this is because there's so much romance in books. It's all about the girl and the guy, or the falling in love and having the best wonderful life. And I just feel like that's not all life is. And friendships are really important to being okay and happy and just being able to deal with everything that life throws at you. So I just love reading books that have that strong friendship that everyone just really craves and wants and needs in life. And I think it's just great to see that within books, especially books that are basically just about friendship and nothing else. My favourite book growing up that did this was The Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants. This is one that I read when I was probably about 14, I think, and I loved it. I clung to it. I then watched the movie, I fell in love with the movie, and I just thought the book was absolutely brilliant, and I just really liked it. I think it really has a great look at what friendships can be, and yeah, if you haven't read it, you should definitely get about doing it, because I think it's just such a brilliant book for that. Another book that I think does friendships really well is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. This book is a middle grade book, so it would be a little bit weird to have a proper romance story in it. But it's just the idea of this little boy who's never really had any friends. He goes to school and he's an outsider. He's not the same as everyone else, and it's about him making friends and not being left out anymore, and I think it's just a really cute story that you should definitely check out. And the next two books are both by the same author, and she's one of my favourite authors, and that is Saving June by Hannah Harrington and Speechless by Hannah Harrington. These two books both have really strong friendships. It's not the main reason for the book, there is obviously romance in there as well, but they both just have these great friendships that you can sort of see why these people are friends and why they get on so well, and I just think that they just have some great portrayals of what friendships are really like and what they're really about. And for one of the most famous friendships ever, I've chosen Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the Harry, Ron, Hermione triangle. Obviously the greatest friendship in, for children. It shows that, you can be friends from 11 and up, and then they have the little epilogue where you can see they're still friends, and I think that's just such a great that they battle through all these things and they do lots of different things going on and they're still friends, and I think it's such a great portrayal of what friendship can really be like. The next book I want to show you is Geek Girl Model Misfit. This book is about friendships that seem like friends that actually aren't friends, and finding out who your proper friends are, and I just think that's really interesting and a really nice thing to read about, and it had a really nice ending. It was just a fun read as well, so that really helps. I think it was a really good portrayal of, knowing who your friends are and treating them right. And then we have another sort of scene of friendship in Vampire Academy by Michelle Mead. This is actually the only book of this series that I've read, but obviously between the main two characters there's a really strong friendship connection between them, and one sort of protects the other, and I just think that it's a really strong friendship in this book as well, and I'm really interested to see sort of how that goes through and what happens towards the end. I just think that this is a really good portrayal of, being friends with someone and how important it is to have friends. And the next book is another one of my favourites, and that is Lockwood & Co. The Screaming Staircase. This is a sort of same trio as in Harry Potter series, and just the characters in this, you can just see that they're really bonding really well, and it's part of their job to be friends, and I just think that it's such an interesting dynamic between the three of them, and yeah, they're just some really great characters that just have great strong friendships even though they've only just met, and I just think that's a really great thing to read about and something that I think really helps make this book so much better. And lastly, this is a book that I've read in January this year and have already just loved it so much and devoured it and think everyone else should read it, and that is Bird by Crystal Chan. This book is basically a book on friendship. It is a friendship book. There's also lots of other things going on, themes and messages wise, but the friendship between the main two characters, Jewel and John, is so intense and so beautiful and so well written, and what can go wrong and what can happen and how friendship really feels, that it's just a brilliant read, and I definitely think that if you haven't, you should read it, because it just shows friendship so well. And yeah, I just think this is a brilliant example of why friendships are so good and why they should be more pronounced in books, especially YA books, where it's all about the romance recently, where, oh my god, they've fallen in love with their best friend. It's like, no, you can still have a best friend without falling in love with them, and I would like to read more stories like that, where the main theme is more on friendships than on relationships. And if you know of any that I haven't mentioned and you think that I would really enjoy, please tell me in the comments below, because I'm always looking for great books like that to read. So yes, and if you have any comments on what I have shown you or anything about friendships in books, do let me know all about it, and just leave it in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Anyway, that's everything for me today. Happy Valentine's Day! Bye!